All right, the webinar has officially started. The most responsible and on-time people are here. Obviously, the coaches and me. I'm always on time. Let me go ahead and make sure that everybody can talk with everyone. Everyone is chatting with everyone, I think here. There's all these little things you gotta like these little things you gotta turn on. Uh Everyone with everyone. Okay, test, test, test. Can everyone see this?
Let me open up the chat.
There it is. Booyah. Chat
Yes,
is
yes, good.
Yeah, we say
ripping.
good.
All
What's
right.
up, Chris? Yep, people are coming in.
Okay. Where are all the teams? So you guys got the invitation directly, which is why it has your names on it correctly. Perfect. I'm
Yes.
learning. I think we're 2.5 years into the Champs Club, and I'm finally yeah. Mike, did you
I
cut your
still
hair?
can't. I did. I had to get rid of all the gray hair I had from this past event. So cut all that. I even shaved, but it's starting to grow back. So, but I can't help but notice my name's still lowercase too.
Yeah, I got. There's a lot of moving parts over here on my end. You just getting.
Wow.
I can.
I'm kidding, Rye.
Let
I'm
me
kidding.
let me go ahead and update it for Mr. Proper here. Let's go ahead and rename him.
Uppercase it all.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
yeah.
Don't do that,
Mike!
Mike. Yeah, just put a bunch of explanation points.
You know it, buddy.
Oh, too
Yeah,
funny.
you opened a can of worms.
Mike! Bianca.
Perfect. Perfect.
Dude, Kyle Berry looks like you're on vacation. You're
You're
also
muted, brother.
And you're also muted.
Yeah.
You can tell from the facial expression that I wish I was on. Am I going to Aruba?
You're just in the dark.
I can't tell if you're going to Aruba or not. Probably not. Just based on the crew that's so basically what happened was a guy that I talked to down there, and I've been down to Aruba a couple of times, but I've been down there, and a buddy of mine, he had messaged me this morning and said, "Hey, basically any Dynasty players available for the Aruba Open. Some dude from PB Fit canceled on us today, and they had a non-refundable ticket that these
Oh,
guys paid for." So I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I can do my best. Like, I know someone who wants to go," and I said, "But you're gonna, his wife needs to go too, so you're gonna need to get two tickets. Make it two."
I like that. You got my back. Sarah
Yeah, yeah. And so
Set it up in your computer so you know.
yeah, then he was basically like,
Screen.
"Oh,
No, this is all good. It's more of a conversation.
so I don't know." He's like, "Well, not
I'll
all
run
will
out there
pay
and,
airfare and food and accommodations. I can't quite tell what's going on here." I said, "What's the deal?" I'll get back to you for that. So anyway, they're out because of those PB Fit guys. So you thought PB Fit guys were all wholesome and nice, and they're just out there canceling on these poor Aruba guys.
Dude, that sucks. Let's see. I mean, who was it? Let's hear it. Let's put some names
let's-
to this.
yeah.
I asked him like 4 times. I was like, "Who was it?" I'm gonna try that again.
See, I don't know. I'm having a hard time confirming that's true if there's not an actual name put to it. I want to know the guy's face.
I do too.
I want to call him out for it.
They're bailing on paid tickets a day beforehand.
Yeah.
Those
Ouch,
bastards.
dude.
Unbelievable.
So Harrison, so
That's why
Harry,
you hired
so
Dynasty
Harry and
guys.
Alex, you guys got emails with the direct login, so you could literally join, and it'll like you'll populate right away. Those things. Just FYI.
Dude, Yokshi's got a crew in there now.
Dude, I'm here with all my friends. We just ate some It's It sandwiches and we're chilling. We built
Oh, yeah.
today.
Dude, sick.
What up?
I couldn't see him. The screens are so small. Dude, I was just talking about Jonathan today.
There we go. Good things, of course. We've only
Of
said
course.
good things about him so far today.
Here I am.
I'm ordering him. I just I had to reprocess his order of clothing because he is the one who shot all of the apparel photography photos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you for that.
Are you guys there? Are you there hand assembling your own guns?
Built a dragon. Stove.
Oh, nice.
Damn, look at that picture there that Alex is holding up.
What is it? Let's see it.
Alex, say something.
Kyle Berry.
Oh, look at Harry, dude.
There you are bunkering again.
Oh yeah.
You're either bunkering
Actually,
him or
it looks like
I
he-
made it. I'm in a magazine.
I'm pretty sure though, that guy was already shot and you're just running by him.
No. The story is you tanked him. He's
Yeah.
running away. You got to get
Dude,
creative.
nice, Kyle.
Dude,
Is
look
that-
at you, Joe.
I think that's A-Rod, dude. Are you ripping him extra?
Joe, you're a hero.
Joe, you're looking good, dude. That's a nice
Look at this
shot.
fool.
Wait, let me say something, Alex.
Look at
So-
Joe.
I can't see it. I'm looking at
20
you.
bucks,
Look at
he's got
Joe.
a big smile on his face.
Look at Joe.
Joe,
Look at
swipe
Joe and
over
Harry.
here to see everybody.
Look at Joe and Harry.
How do I do it? Oh, nice.
So Joe, if you go to the
That's
view
after
button,
we. That's
can
after
put
we
it
got
in
a 5
gallery.
pack and then.
Look
Just
at
for
Joe's
your
hobbit
back.
feet. His feet.
Hobbit feet in the grass.
Dude.
That's after we got a 5 pack and then Joe jumped over the bunker. The star box.
Just got it today, boys. It's looking good.
When does it ship?
Tomorrow.
Oh my God, that sucks. I'm gonna be in Aruba when it comes in.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sucks.
Joe,
Yeah.
Joe, do you know why?
Dude, look at you, Mike.
No.
Full page, dude. Full page.
Oh wow!
Wrong
Yeah,
team, though.
wrong jersey or wrong shirt though.
Hey, Junior and
That
Mike,
team sucks.
I picked up a little gadget for drill day.
Nice. I have one too now.
They like it in here. If they aren't working fast enough, then
I like how they both plugged their ears right away because you probably beeped it several times to make sure it works today.
we got some different tones also. With the X ball.
It's almost like they're wearing shock collars.
Yeah, but I'll remember to bring this out for practice so you guys can whip us into shape too.
Awesome, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Alex, we missed you, dude. It's
We
been
really did,
absent
Alex.
you for like 3 months,
Dude, get out of here.
dude. I missed
Yeah,
you.
Paul, we
You weren't
lost.
paying, you weren't paying
It's all-
attention was the problem.
Hey,
It's all your fault.
Yeah, whatever, Harry.
So
Look at
we were all just too sad to play good.
look at you, Harry.
You did. That was after a buck ankle ball. The World Cup. We still lost though.
Well shit, man. Yeah, it's okay. It just means we have to work harder now for World Cup.
Yep.
Yeah, just to clarify, we're not saying we needed you or blame it on you. I'm just saying we missed you.
No, that's
Yeah,
what
I
we're
missed
saying.
you
That's
guys.
that's exactly what we're saying.
You
I
were in
miss you guys.
Italy. Weren't you
Believe
in
me.
Italy?
I would have rather been with you guys, dude. That's on the record.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I
I
think-
told that. I told that.
Okay,
to
will
Mike.
you call your wife on speakerphone and tell her,
No.
honey,
Please. Don't
I
do
just
that.
want to let you know that A, you're on speakerphone, and B, I just want you to know that I would have rather have been in Dallas with the guys last week than
All right,
with
I'll
you.
do it. I'll do it.
She's got to
Oh
answer.
no! Oh
There
no!
we go.
He's the key.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
She's gonna be totally understanding.
This is a bad idea.
Listen,
Don't do it. Don't actually do it.
Don't.
Will she even answer?
Don't do it.
He
I'm
knows
like-
she don't answer him.
Yeah, Alex is,
I look. Alex
is
about to
that
take
trip
that.
to Aruba. He's got nowhere else to stay.
nope, didn't answer.
Oh, he knew it. He
You're off
already knew
the
she
hook,
wasn't going to
Maybe
answer.
leave a voicemail.
She'll call back.
Leave a voicemail.
Yeah, voicemail.
There's no way that'll be taken out of context.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you guys are too much. I
Well,
love
let's
it.
talk about the
Dude, look.
schedule that we have coming up because we have a bunch of events where like we'll still all be kind of hanging out, which is cool. So, Joe, Harry, and Blake are
Well,
flying out to Aruba.
Toro.
Blake and I are gonna beat Arturo and Joe into the ground.
Oh, and our
I got
truck.
a special can of whoop ass I'm bringing for Joe.
Yeah, I already know. You picked up Benny Challenger as well last minute.
Get fucked.
Hold on.
Hey,
So, are
you
there
know
no?
why? You know why, Joe? You know why, Joe? Because
The
fuck you.
fuck
That's
yous.
why.
Hey, so are there no restrictions on how many pros you can have, or how many? Like, what is this event about here?
It's 2 pros, and then
Okay,
whatever.
2 pros. So, who's on your team, Joe?
Just me and Arturo, and then a bunch of Aruba locals.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
That's not bad at all.
No. Who's on Hot Triggers?
Hot triggers.
Yeah, the owner's team.
I don't know. I don't think there is a team.
Oh, well, if I know, Island Time Arubans, there's for sure the owner who's paying all the refs will have his own team.
You remember when we went to Aruba?
Yeah. Yeah. Skip across it like a flat stone.
What's the
This
story?
sounds like a good
Yeah.
inside joke.
Tell the story.
We were off-roading, and
Well, we were just driving around the island. You can drive around the island relatively easily.
weren't we on some dirt back road?
Yeah, but it was like with the part of the island that didn't have like a paved road.
I thought we were intentionally off-roading.
I don't know. No, it was a road. There was just a little stream, creek, river, something like that. So our buddy
Bro,
Ro from the Stone Assassins rented like it's not a RAV4, but like those like ninjas or like
Amigo.
Amiga Subaru or Suzuki
Yeah.
ninjas or Amiga.
Amigo.
So it's like one of those funny Kirkland versions of a cool off-roading vehicle. And we roll up to this stream and or creek, or I don't know what it was exactly. It was like a little river.
It looked like a washout. The road had washed out, and there
Yeah.
was a good amount of water running across the road, which had now formed a sort of a creek.
Yeah, but it wasn't like harrowing. It didn't look that bad. It was just we're in this little shitty car, and so we're like, this thing will float away. I think I'd just taken a national disasters class in college, so I was the utmost expert on the topic. 2 inches of water could displace the tires of the car and float you away. So we were trying to figure out ways of navigating across this river, and I said, I think the best way to do it is punch it.
No, they're all like, "Oh, we gotta go slowly so we don't flood it." And Ryan,
Yeah.
like, no, you gotta gun it, and we'll skim across like a flat stone. And so that's what he does, and the car just dies. It's like,
It hit the water like what a car looks like when it hits like
and
the
they're all
river.
freaking out, and Ryan is
Completely
laughing.
underwater, and the intake fan just sucked up all of the fresh water directly into the engine, and the car made it to the other side and just died.
And we had to go get like remember we had to call the rental car company, and we were out there for hours.
Hours.
Waste of an Aruba day.
Yeah, I mean, we did it all. That's it. Aruba's like, I think you can walk around it.
Wow.
It's small.
They have gambling there.
They've got gambling there.
Junior. There you go.
Junior, PFT Gear Factory.
No, I got wrecked in Vegas. I don't want
PFT Gear Factory.
Junior, let's hear about the real quick the Wizard of Oz.
That was absolutely amazing. Wizard of Oz, for sure. I only said yes for brownie points with the wife, but I was stoked.
What was Wizard of Oz?
Huh?
What's Wizard of Oz?
The old movie in the Sphere in Vegas.
Oh, sick.
It felt like you were in the movie. I've got videos in my phone where the tornadoes coming through and all the people in front of me, all the women's hair's blowing, there's fake leaves hitting you in the face. It felt like you were in the tornado. It was pretty insane.
There's flying monkeys flinging shit at you.
There was flying monkeys came over at my head. Yep. They shake a tree and these sponge apples just drop down into the crowd. So that was pretty cool.
Did you get one?
Gina got one. Yep. She said, whatever it takes. She literally, and I got in trouble, obviously, because she died. She's on the end next to the steps, and we're really high up. And one apple comes bouncing down the steps, and there's a guy on the end on the other side of the steps. And it just reminded me of that split second, that Karen meme from like last week where she took the baseball, the chick with the short hair and everybody on the internet.
Chick that looked like Gina in the Philly shirt.
Yeah, Gina just dived out of a chair. And so did this
my
dude.
God, dude.
And they're both now laying on the steps with their arm out. And Gina's got it. And she goes, look, if it had been a kid, I would have let go. But it wasn't. So she's like, boom. But the problem was I was laughing so hard. She jumps up to sit back down. And obviously those seats come back up. So when she sat down, there was no seat. So she just went bang onto the floor and then yelled at me. But that was probably, yeah, super good movie. The Sphere in Vegas is well worth it, for sure. Blew me away.
Yeah, Gina is now. I'll never refer to her or think of her again as Philly's Karen.
Yep, she sure looked like it that moment.
Yeah. Oz's Karen.
So
that was good.
we've got Aruba this weekend for those dudes. Then we've got Decay of Nations. Alex, are you coming to Decay?
Is that next weekend? I should be able to.
Yes. We
I
need
don't
you
know if I
there.
can take it, but yeah, it sounds like it's.
I got your ticket.
Yeah,
I got your
should be
ticket.
good.
Yeah, I'll get your entry.
Bring the wife and kids.
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
allowed to bring your own paint?
I bet if you pack it in smartly. But I don't know. They're pretty sticklers over there. You gotta hide it in the middle two pods in your pack, and then use it when you get really deep in the woods. That's how you BYOP.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Decay next weekend. Then we've got Paintball Explosion, which Dr. Doug and Jonathan are going to be there for both of them.
These guys are going everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They might even show up in Aruba for a night.
Yeah. Why not? Why not at this pace?
The new pros. This is the new paintball pro. Is just to go to all the woodsball events. Screw the X-ball.
That's
my
Rodney
retirement
Squires. That
That's my retirement plan.
that is Rodney Squires. He's been to every single big game almost, and he goes to all of them. Like it's his thing. He if you need like a field map drawn of any field in the U.S., Rodney Squires is your guy. If you need a topo map made.
That'd be freaky.
So Paintball Explosion, Kyle Berry just got your ticket today. Blake's going to come out for that one as well.
Dude, Ronnie is a master of like the big games because he carries the rocket launcher.
That too. He and Jake are going to come out.
Decay of Nations. Jake, Rodney's son, was there, and his mom brought him, and I don't know, maybe he was 15 at the time, and he got lost. Well, his mom thought he got lost out in the field.
Somewhere out in Beirut.
Yeah, somewhere out in Beirut, and so we had to do saving Private Jake. I went on a mission out there to find him. Then we found him, and I called his mom from the field. He's okay.
Squadrons. Have you seen Corporal Jake?
I was like, have you seen this person? I had a picture of him on my phone.
With his goggles on.
Both of his brothers and his father have been eliminated.
All right. There's also been a little bit of talk just recently because I was on the phone right up until the meeting, but a little bit of talk about another special event with Vendetta Paintball.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't really discussed it, but figured now is a good time to bring it up because we're all here and other people can weigh in. Vendetta Paintball. It's actually the event is going to be in San Diego.
Oh, thank God.
At Giant. It's going to be, this is all I know so far, 12.5 balls per second, one long X ball match. Just
I lost you, Yesh.
with you.
Okay, good.
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Date's not determined, but he wants to do it soon. Soon as in like sometime between Thanksgiving and the end of the year.
So December.
After cup. After cup.
After Cup.
Ooh.
Anyway, roll that around. San Diego.
After cup's a tough one.
It is.
But the weather will still be nice.
Did he tell you this 5 minutes before our match?
He was trying, but then he actually called me 5 minutes before our meeting here and told me instead.
Yeah.
He tried to stop me from warming up to tell me about this, to have me check the dates.
I did have a missed call from him today, so I'm assuming that's what it was about.
That's what it's about.
I do believe that he was talking to Todd Martinez about it, so it would be at Todd's Giant Park.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things, and this also goes into like for us practicing at Giant next year, would be we need to make sure that Todd is okay with staking the bunkers down, because currently it's only sandbags, which you can't do that.
For layout weekend, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. I used to kind of like justify it when we were playing it at Pendleton and they had the sandbags, and I was like, oh, you know what? It's kind of nice because you get one look at the field at the beginning of the day and it's completely different by the end of the day, and you never know what it's actually going to be like anyhow. So you kind of like, you get multiple looks at what it could be.
Yeah.
But that's not good. That was just us justifying the fact that did Todd run it back then also or no? No. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But I don't think that the stakes really affect the turf too much. Like it's such a small hole in like a
Yeah, it doesn't. I did sandbags for like a year, and then for the last 9 years, I've staked it, and it's not the stakes that ruin it; it's people's cleats over time. So Todd will realize eventually.
yeah, but once you put all that hard work and it's like when you get a car, you're like you're not trying to eat fast food in your car for like the brand new car for like at least 6 months to a year.
Correct. It's exactly the same feeling.
Exactly the same thing. I like to eat. I don't even eat fast food, but when I get a brand new car, I do it like the first week that I get it, just to like get just tear the band-aid off.
Get in, dude.
Yeah.
Get it out your system.
Yeah, just get it done.
You might
Make
as well do the
sure
one.
fries are on the floor.
Fries are on the floor right away. Just you
Like
tuck
that the
one,
next day.
just
Yep.
tuck a couple right in between the center console and the seat, just for good measure, and be like, all right, it's over. I don't need to worry about it anymore.
I have those stop drops that you could get off of Shark that was on Shark Tank that go down the side of your seats and your seat belts pop through them. So now the fries just land on there, and I can still eat them again the next day because I see them there. So it's like,
Mm.
Stragglers, yes.
don't go on the floor.
I
There's
just
a sauce holder in those also, right? Like a little sauce cup holder.
Ketchup.
yeah. Just
Yeah,
lock
they
the kids in the car for a little bit. They'll eat all the fries.
Well, back to this full X ball event. I think that'd be sweet. It'd be awesome to play for an hour again. I think as long as we're not playing shock, it didn't really matter if it was 15 or back to 12-5. But would it be the X? Is he going to bring an X to Todd's Park?
I would imagine.
I
I
think
would
so.
imagine.
I heard it was gonna be Houston Heat.
Yes, Houston Heat.
That'd
I
be
think
great.
Houston Heat has already agreed to do it,
Okay.
but they haven't locked in a date yet.
Right.
But they've agreed to play us
Okay.
in San Diego sometime later this year. I also told them like if we can't gather a squad for this year, then why not run it in January or something so it could kind of match up with one of the first practice weekends of the year.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would be sweet as like a spring training because
Yeah.
in December, November,
A lot of people are busy.
and
Yeah,
that's,
I told them that.
holidays are tough.
A lot of it depends on what we can do. I think if we want to do it in January instead to start our year off, then I think he'd be receptive to that. Now we can talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, I think either one.
I don't think anyone wants to even think about paintball.
That's the other thing.
So for at least a week after cover it.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem is we got a lot of family guys in the teams. Plenty of us are going to want to escape those families and go to Asia for
Yeah.
those events right after Cups.
Right. I'll be in Asia. Yeah, actually, there's only
You can
one week.
spend all of
There's only
December in Asia.
there's only 1 week. There's only 1 week in between Cup, one free weekend, and then back to Asia.
Nice.
Asia's still a thing?
So yeah,
They're
we're in.
They're doing Thailand.
Yeah,
And there's a South Africa event right around the same time.
Sounds fun.
Mhm.
Sure, are we gonna do Asia then South Africa?
Yes, I think so.
Dude, flight pass.
Dude, that is wild, man. I remember I used to do it, so I get it. It's fun. It is cool. Let's talk about Chris has a good question to kind of segue it into the last event. Chris has a question for Joe and Kyle. How does it feel to win something with the Dynasty name? And Mike for you too. It was bittersweet in my mind because it was kind of rushed, that 3-man all at the same time, and I wasn't really thinking about it too much, but it was like a pro win without a doubt. That was not an easy thing to do. X Factor won it last time, Impact won it in Florida, and then we won it out here. So like it's
No.
not like just
NYX won it.
NYX did not win one of these. No.
No, they
That
won
was
a 3-7 thing.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
exhibition of a different sort. But yeah.
Yeah.
They
Right,
did
right.
also win something like that. But no, it's not. It certainly wasn't a slouch to win one of these things by any means, especially coming back after losing to PB Fit and then having to win that one. So, Joe and Kyle and Mike kind of weigh in
Hey, how's it going?
what it's like.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey, I just want to let you know that I was during our trip to Italy, I would have rather have been with the guys in Texas at the paintball tournament, just so you know. I hope you understand. I hope you understand.
What do you mean?
I was just saying the whole time we were in Italy, I wanted to be with the guys and not on the trip with
What?
So it's your sister, right?
Shit, you can't play along.
Yeah. I was like, that doesn't sound like
You blew it. You blew it. Okay.
Hi. That was a move, Alex. That was a good move,
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh,
Get a clue.
you could have texted her first and let her in
You
on the
think I'm
joke,
insane?
Alec.
Oh my god.
That was so funny, dude.
it was sweating it. Everybody I was looking at everybody's faces.
Yeah, Mike. I was watching
Can't
Mike's
believe-
face. He was like,
I was panicking.
Hold your breath moment. Oh my god.
Well, I'm glad our captain isn't that stupid.
Hi, honey.
Your
Hi.
breath stinks too.
Take the first.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Joey, take it.
You want me to start first? All right. Yeah, so these 3-man events are they are fucking brutal, you know, because if you're there late, which you have been in both of them so far, you're there the entire day with like big gaps in the, you know, between games, an hour or two sometimes, and you're just playing an entire tournament in one day. I don't know if some teams use these for practice. It seems like Russians do because they like play only their younger guys or whatever. But like the dynasty mentality is you're playing to win no matter what. Like everything we've done so far, the 15 BPS X ball thing, like you're playing to win. There is no just let's have fun and practice, and if we get knocked out early, whatever. You're if you're there, you're playing to win. So it's not. I'll say it doesn't feel the same as I know winning a pro NXL X ball event would, but it still is rewarding. You know, after we won that, it was almost like a monkey off the back of like, oh, okay, sweet. First win with Dynasty. That fucking feels nice. You know, you come to a winning team and sure enough, we win, whatever it is. And, you know, I know that guys like me and Kyle have came from teams where you've never won an event. You know, the most you hope for is to compete and maybe make it past first round of Sunday or occasionally one deep run. But to finally win one did feel amazing. It was cut short because you're like, all right, there's no drinking with the boys. Like we have to play tomorrow morning. So you're not going to go out and celebrate it. But I remember taking that moment in the pit right after we beat Fit our second time playing them and just like smiling and laughing and high-fiving everyone and, you know, celebrating the small victory. It's like you haven't hit the top yet, but like you hit one plateau. So, you know, be grateful that you accomplished that goal. And then it's, you know, right back to short memory and on to the next goal.
Oh, dude, Joey, I couldn't disagree with you more. It was like the monkey was not off the back, and that was like, listen, I think I totally agree with Joe that like it was like a win with Dynasty, which is sick. But as a kid that just constantly envisioned winning on that pro field with that blue jersey on since you were like a little kid, that like you start the day with like this is our practice day, and you didn't get to end it with like the closing of the tournament, like Joey said, and it just felt like sick. We won one. Like Ryan's looking at me like, you won one with Dynasty. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like it was a little bit of a gritting of the teeth of just like, yeah, we definitely, it wasn't easy. We pulled through and we won it, but fuck, it doesn't feel like the NXL win that I was hoping for, right? And I just think because you start the day off with like it's a practice day, don't hurt yourself, don't do anything stupid before the tournament starts. But then you get into this groove of the tournament, and by the end of it, yeah, it was super difficult. It wasn't easy. The teams felt hard. The story was great, like being able to finally beat Fit, but like still didn't do it in what you like. You prep your mind for going into the tournament. Like you don't even, in my mind, I didn't even really think about 3-man. I was just thinking about 5. So it was a sick feeling for sure. And as Joey said, we as Dynasty, I even asked a question like, hey, if they want the 15 balls per second thing to be more entertainment and be crazy, I asked this question to Yosh, like, do we treat it any different? And he goes, no, we play to win no matter what. And it's been like the concept from the beginning, which I love it. But um, there's definitely more to win, and it felt like that next more was right there at our fingertips. So it wasn't that same feeling that I think it is a winning a 5-man event, but I don't know. I don't know. That's the first thing I have won in the US. So that part was sick, but I can tell you like it wasn't like a breath of fresh air that we won something, just because as Joey said, it was just on to the next thing, which was the next day. And it was like 8 o'clock at night by then. Yeah.
I have a little bit different take from both of you, but maybe that's just because of my role. Like everyone says, a win's a win. And what I love about winning, and what I love about winning with Dynasty, is the fact that winning for me is about overcoming aspects of yourself, right? Overcoming certain limitations, overcoming certain adversities, certain fears. Winning means surpassing yourself and turning your dreams into reality. And I think getting that first win with Dynasty was not only awesome, and I agree with Joe. I feel like we didn't really get to celebrate it, but I will tell you, it certainly gave me a boost. I felt like, yeah, we're going to crush this event. And how do you measure success? We use various metrics, performance statistics, skill development or improvement, player growth, right? Which I think is the most important, but that's just me. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but none of that matters if we're not enjoying what we do. And I saw every one of you, myself and Junior, we were having a good time. I know it was tiring and it was tough, but we were having a good time, and winning's fun, So every time I get to be around you guys, I realize how blessed and lucky I am. Don't get me wrong. We all want to win, and that was a win. So I guess I look at it a little bit different. I was stoked about it, and I feel a little cheated that we didn't get to really enjoy it as much. And then, but I also agree, right? That next one's coming. It's coming, Kyle, right? That's what Dynasty does. We win. So it's coming.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with points of both of you guys. I think what's tough about that win is there wasn't the going up on the stage. There wasn't the celebrating and the popping bottles and like the big, really like feeling like when you win a tournament. And then it was quickly overshadowed by missing a fucking Sunday. That made the weekend feel a lot worse than it did feel good from the win. Like that just far overshadowed it. But I remember in the moment having the thought of like, you don't know if you're going to win the big tournament or not. So like, be happy that we got to continue. Like, there's Dynasty shirts that say 25 years of winning. And I think about that a lot when we came to this team. Like, it would suck to come to the team and be on the first year that what if we didn't get a win? And I believe we're going to win World Cup. But like, I had that thought of like, nothing is promised, right? So we won this, and yeah, it's not weighted the same as that big tournament, but it was a tournament. There were medals. There was cash prize. There was a paintball fit that was playing fucking hard as nails in the end, and we won. And on top of that, winning little fucking random tournaments in Panama and all that shit doesn't really mean much to us as like high level competitors. But it's been a while since I've personally won a really hard tournament. And sometimes you're like, do I still know how to win? Because guys that win their way up through the divisions, even when they're already well above that, they're constantly practicing the process of winning, like getting there and putting it away. And you get to pro paintball and you're in it for a decade, and a lot of times there's no winning, and you're like, I don't know. You just wonder, like, do I know how to win at this level? So us doing the right things, even faltering in like the quarters or semis, and then fixing the problem and winning like we were supposed to, that felt good to me. Like that felt like, okay, we remembered the lesson. We went through the process the correct way, and we grew a little bit in this little one-day tournament.
Yeah.
We have had years where we haven't won, by the way. That's not a thing.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Like 1 or 2.
Definitely 2016. I remember we didn't win anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe a few years like
Chris might know it.
When Rusty was the coach, we won a couple years without winning. We made the finals a bunch of times, or made top 4, and then yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like
winning and losing.
16 through like 20, there was a drought there. Maybe we won 1 or 2 in there.
Well, let's
fleeting things, right, man? They're
2017 to 2019, maybe.
Yeah.
Hard to say. So, what do you guys think about the 3-on-3? Like, do you think it's worth playing? In my opinion, I don't believe that it helps you on the layout.
No. I think it might have even hurt us on the layout, actually.
I don't think
or I was thinking about
layout, but I think it's worth playing because it's a paintball tournament and you want to win it.
But it's worth playing for certain.
You can't go into it treating it like a practice for the 5-man.
The problem is it was literally 12 hours at the field in hot and humidity. So it is worth playing in a way, but worth playing the day before the real thing, and World Cup's 4 days long. It just saps your energy. And it's like, if they incentivize us with, you have to play this because we're going to take another winning team or whatever to play ESPN or blah, 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 whatever. But like playing for the $4,000, I don't think you or any of us give a crap about that. Playing for the win, sure, it's sweet. The win felt great. But if it doesn't help towards the format, or it makes us play at this fast pace, that's just not the actual pace of this 4 or 5 minute layout, then it's hurting us for the real thing. And that's what we all practice for, a week straight for.
Yeah. But I also think they are going to make improvements. They're going to go into the conference style, which will definitely cut
it up.
They'll definitely cut that with the morning and the afternoon. I just listened to Tom on Marcelo's podcast, right? And that's one thing they're going to improve and change. So that'll be a bonus.
I think without that, we should play. It's either conference or single elimination. One of those two has to happen.
So what are they doing?
So they'll go into doing it like as a conference by the sound of it. And they had more meetings today, he said, but basically the West Conference will just play in the morning and then the East Conference in the afternoon. Or
at the actual tournament.
At the actual tournament, the day before, practice day, but it will cut it down by half.
And what's the point? What's the point of it?
Well, what you'll do is you'll have the 4 conferences, and then you'll just have those one little events at the very beginning. So you play in the morning. Let's say we're whatever conference we're in. We'll play that morning. We'll play 2 matches, and then that's it for the day. And then they'll track it at the next event, and the next event, and then finally, whoever does really well from those 4 conferences will play again at World Cup for an actual World Cup. So those conference wins you want to get conference wins to get invited to Cup, where the actual goal is.
So why?
But to answer that, and Tom's, he gave.
Are they trying to make a TV show or something? Is that?
Yeah, no, but he has. So what he said on the show today, he has a lot of opportunities over the years to package and go to places with. He called it a small circus, right? Just taking a select few pros on a smaller type of event. He said he's had offers from the Strip of Vegas to different places on the West Coast, on the East Coast, and he's never been confident enough to do so. But with them doing the ESPN thing, that gave him confidence to be able to say yes on these opportunities that he might get to take.
So they're not going to be at the regular tournaments. They're going to be there standalone.
Eventually, he visually sees it going that way one day, right? So he just gives himself an option. He's packaging another thing that he can go out and try and sell to the masses to try and get in different areas, right? So it's worth.
Yeah, the current tournaments are way too big. They're massive. You can't ask any X Games or anyone for that much room.
Yeah, you got to package it.
I like the idea of that, but I don't know if this is what you're trying to ask, Alex, but it's what I'm thinking is, why are we still doing it? Like, we tested it once, it worked, it got us an ESPN. Now, why does it have to happen before every single
NFL? He's iterating. Now he's going to do a conference and test that out.
Yeah, he's just trying
the 30-second thing wasn't enough. He's training.
He's trying to play around with it. And then there's also what I liked and what I'm happy that we're doing well in it is because it's like if I get something, the teams that are doing well currently will be the ones I invite, and it'll keep going in that set. So I'm glad that we're doing well in the 3-man. Just
I
in case,
personally don't
you
think
never
it
know.
should not matter at all about how good you are as a team. It should matter about social media and followings. Like that's the only thing that should matter.
That
My
that is 100% true. I agree with that without a doubt.
I
Like
agree, but they
like
need some way to pull the teams, so they'll always default back to your ranking.
your ranking should be social media. Like if you want to grow fucking paintball, get a better social media. It's just like you have impact, like all the resources in the world, and they do nothing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that is true. And I had mentioned that to him at our world. No, it was the beginning of the year when we were in San Antonio for X Factor practice, and he was like, "Well, I think it's gonna be the top 4 teams that are gonna be able to go." And I said, "It should just be the most popular teams,
Yeah.
straight up, because you need ratings, you need people to tune in. You know, like you could argue that if NYX, Arsenal, Uprising, or whoever were the teams that were in the ESPN thing, they may have gotten worse ratings. Now we also haven't heard about how the ratings are, which is also maybe possibly a bad omen about it. But it's hard to
They have
say,
exclusivity for a year.
huh?
Don't they have exclusivity on the content and the ratings for a year?
I don't know. I don't
30
know the
days,
details
right.
of their
No, when I don't know the content, they should get it. It should be available to them. I think sometime this month when I last asked Tom, because
You know, what would be interesting is if they could figure out, and maybe they can. I don't know. I'm a Gen Xer. I don't know anything about these things. But if you look at the teams and the views that they're getting per match, the different matchups, it'd be interesting to see which teams have a consistent viewing on whether it's the stream or even on YouTube for that matter. Now that they've started
Go Sports,
separating,
they can measure on Go Sports too.
yeah. What if they separate, for instance, on YouTube, they started separating. They're not showing the split deck. They're just chopping it up and showing single matches instead of split deck. And I want, because, one of the arguments can be made, how many people are tuning in to watch an NYX match versus say a Dynasty match? And I'd imagine it's a significant difference.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something to consider.
Just to let you know, the technology now, they could literally run the same cast that they're doing and then just run the one split deck up with reviews if they just had 4 or 5 more people on staff. The problem is they just don't have the infrastructure built and the finance for the staffing to do it live, and then they don't care about doing it in post-production. It's all like the amount of cameras and everything that you guys they have out there, they have enough of the stuff. They just don't have the manpower on the back end to even what you're saying right there, where it's just like highlight one match. You could do that now. You just need someone in the background post-producing reviews and slow-mos so that when the other match is running, you're just highlighting those things and talking to the team. The only tough part would be the fact that split deck, one match will go for 9 minutes. One point will go for 9 minutes. The other point will be 35 seconds. But I think Tom is getting rid of that. Is that true? I saw that.
he talked about that too. Ryan, you should get him on your show tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we are. I think he's going to come on. I'll confirm it with him real quick. But he did say last week, because I tried to get him on Tuesday. But I did get a message from Jason last week about basically you can't run the clock off. So their very first look is basically at the point when the head ref is determined that all opposing players are eliminated, the point is automatically awarded to the team within 10 seconds at the 10-second mark. So basically, all right, are all those guys dead? Yes. 10 seconds after that point, or after that moment that he realizes it, they'll award you the point. So you don't have to walk it in or run it in. You can just kind of like stand on the sidelines next to your pit, which is kind of nice in some instances where if you're going to have to go back to back, like you have to kind of sprint all the way back off, like you can almost stand at your pit. So you don't have to go from over there back all the way back and then run back on the field again. So it saves you an entire full length of the field times 2, essentially.
But I don't think he'll change. It doesn't sound like he'll change it for the World Cup. It sounds like it'll be after for next year.
Oh, I think it'll be for World Cup.
I think that's
I
what
think
he
it's
just
going to
said.
be for World Cup.
He said, I don't feel that I can make the change for World Cup
Okay.
due to, because there's some other rules where they're like, he's saying that they're going to change the point system. And he said something about it will only, it could benefit the aggressive teams and not the non-aggressive, and he doesn't want to do that mid-season. Obviously, we know what Tom's like. He'll talk a lot and come out with a spitball, a load of ideas, and then things can always change. So he's probably testing the water. But
Yeah, I had heard the one, the most about point margin, that they're going to do away with point margin and go towards points scored, that sort of thing.
points scored, yeah, that's the one. And that's after he'd finished talking about that. That's when he said he doesn't think he could do it until next year.
Well, I think I'm going to have dinner with him Thursday, so I'll grill him about it. We'll see if we can't figure something out.
What are you guys gonna eat?
Great question. So he lives about an hour away from me these days. So he moved back to Alabama. So he called me up and said, "Hey, you want to do dinner this week?" I said, "Sure, absolutely." So I didn't want him to drive all the way to me, and I wasn't going to drive all the way to him. So I found a place halfway, Alex. It's called the St. Clair.
Whoa.
It's kind of a so it sounds.
I thought your wife was the
Doug, I got that too.
Sounds like a date.
Well, no, I'm bringing my wife, so yeah, it is a date in a way. So I'm bringing
Make sure
my
it goes
wife.
on the NXL card.
Right.
Order a bunch of appetizers.
Carrie. When it's on someone else's card, order a bunch of appetizers. That was the Angel Fragoza method too. Angel and Oliver really lived it up. Dessert
I don't know.
first, then appetizer, then dinner, then dessert again. Or all
But I talk about it, but I don't actually do it.
Well, I'm gonna try and
Not to
endear
my
us
friends, at least.
to him. So maybe I'll buy his dinner. I don't know. But if
Yeah,
he
let's
brings
go
his
cook
wife,
something.
I might not.
I got oysters.
They do have oysters. So.
Let's see. Let's pick out what you're gonna get, Coach. Let's see.
Oh, did you pull it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the St. Clair, and I think it's in Pell City.
Fried green
Alabama?
tomatoes and shrimp,
How did you find it so quick?
bacon, onion, jam, chimichurri, and arugula.
Sounds like a nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's white cloth.
18 rocks, dude. For that. Gulf oysters, market price.
Let's go. Question for the coaches here. What's the game plan, or what are we gonna do differently in practice to kind of refocus?
Did you guys all get your email today?
Did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, based off, I've still got some more studying to do. I'll be honest, guys. It's been hard for me to go back and watch the matches for two reasons. For one, finding the time. Two, reliving the experience because of, and I made a joke about this to somebody. You've got this incredible arsenal of weapons. That is Dynasty, and sometimes they don't go click, and you're like, what the hell? And so you start, and I think that's what it is. I'm going to study a couple of more things. I put in that email what I want to start looking at. Some of the things we certainly need to start looking at is some more closing drills, some down body drills. If you look at our conversion rates, boy, did they tank on the even set. I haven't seen any. I mean, wow. I mean, it was significant. We're talking like a 60 to 70% drop.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit, the after action reports and kind of what you provide?
Sure. Can go into that.
Yeah, just so everybody, so there's some context for everybody else who's
right.
watching.
Absolutely. So one of the things Junior and I tried to do, and by the way, shout out to Joey K, because he really helped me on this one, because he knew I wasn't in a hurry to go watch the matches, and he had some time on his hand, and he helped me out with a couple of things. So thank you, Joey K. Greatly appreciate it. The dude's awesome. So what we'll do is we'll go back and we're going to look at a couple of different metrics, and we'll understand who played which point, what play we ran, what was the average time. If we won the break, we were even on the break, we lost the break. We'll look at that. We get percentages on that. We also talk about conversion rate. So a conversion rate is, okay, if we won the break, did we win the point? So did we convert that point? If we lost the break, did we convert that point? If it was an even break, did we convert that point? So those are some of the things we look at. more of me watching goes back and starts looking at, okay, who is dying early on the break? What was their win ratios? Who was dying on the break? That's not their fault. That's me. Here's an example. There you go. So this is just a high level. This is just the first taste for the team to get them thinking. And you can see it's comparative. So we want to look at it in comparison to the previous events, highlighted the even break. Look at the conversion rate on the even break there. 16% compared to 81% in Cincinnati, compared to 60 in AC and 69 in Tampa. So this is just a starting point to start the conversation, to get guys thinking about it. And I wanted to get it to them as soon as possible while it's fresh on their mind. Then we'll go back and we'll look at individual play, and I'll usually follow up this email with individual assessments of each player after talking to Junior and looking at and watching matches. And then we sit there and put together a game plan on what we need to address, where we found the shortcomings mostly for that event. And then we'll address it at an off layout practice or the next layout practice, or we come up with ideas and roles and plans to, look at these shortcomings and shore up the things we did really well. So hopefully that helps explain things.
I mean, this is great information, and I think it's pretty obvious what happened based on this. You don't need much more information. The real
Valid.
question is what's the seasonal risotto going to be the night you go to this place?
That's a great question. I haven't looked at that. All I know is they've got I heard they've got good steaks, and of course I love oysters. So we'll see. And I heard they've got a good old fashioned, so they offer a couple of good bourbons. So it's one of the other things.
Those work about 16% of the time.
But
to me, what this means, I mean, I wasn't there. I did watch on the webcast, and I could chime in based on that. But I think we all know that an analysis based on what you're watching on there is basically worthless. Other than listening to Maddie, like I feel like Maddie's call is more. You get more information out of that than you do the actual visual of the game.
It's interesting. I actually mute it when I watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Maddie tells you like, oh, that guy just died, and you don't see it on the thing, but you do know anyway. So this is a situation where people weren't making the right decisions on the field.
We were getting dinked out. We were losing some gunfights.
That's a decision.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
Crossfield comms seemed to suffer a little bit as we got deeper too.
And let's not overthink it, because we know what we're going to do. We know how this team performs. These players are the top caliber of the league. And we had a lot of shit not go our way. Like, you get events like this once every 10 fucking years. Mm-hmm. Like, I've felt it, I've seen it, and it was every single thing. Sometimes you could be missing your shots off the break, but your gunfighting skill's really good. And that can overcome the missing the shots off the break. Sometimes you're making bad decisions, but you're shooting people off the break, and sometimes that fixes it. But unfortunately, all three of the things, what normally can save each other and counteract each other, all three were going fucking wrong.
And there were two other things that are objective things that I noticed, and that was margin for error was low because there weren't a lot of points played.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. That's
correct.
A fact, right?
Yes.
And then what was the other thing? I forget. I'll tell you in a minute, though.
Well, while you're thinking of it, the other thing is you got to understand this data from the event is that it's cross-referenced with notes from practice, right? So we're looking at ways to improve things.
The other thing was playing from behind. So like on a field like this, playing from behind, it gives you a huge disadvantage. I mean, in general,
in general, yeah, absolutely.
But specifically here, where everyone has it in their mind that when you have the lead, you're going to be able to hold or run a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah.
Which seemed to be the case. Whether if that was reality, I don't know, but at least I feel like all the teams believed that, which played into that working or becoming reality.
Yeah.
So, those two things, like playing from behind, we were playing from behind every time, except for the one infamous game. I think we won the first point. Maybe we had a 1-point lead against Arsenal at some point. But either way, it seemed like we were playing from behind an awful lot. And then Yeah. So
And you would say that this field sort of equalized the teams a little easier because of the lesser points, right?
oh, for sure. Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. I mean, I was at the CPL this weekend. In D5 and D4, I've never seen so many tied games 1-1. Or a team
But you gotta know, you gotta embrace that though. That's
Yeah.
right?
slow
you
it
gotta
down
understand how to
and
play that game. And that's something I mentioned on the coaches show the other night. And right, wrong, or indifferent, I just felt like there was a couple of instances where we felt like we had to go and we didn't. Right? We wanted to ram it down people's throats. We wanted to go, and we need to maybe, think about pumping the brakes a little bit, playing a little bit slower when it calls for it.
Yeah, especially in the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
When you need to accumulate some type of advantage.
And that's where I was like, well, I wonder if the 3-man did actually impact us. That's sort of where I started to get that thought from, because it was a little bit more faster, go. And maybe the player's mindset wasn't adjusted enough. And it should have been.
And you look at it, honestly, sorry to interrupt you, but like we're 2 points away from making Sunday.
Right.
So the margin for error was razor thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that is one huge takeaway that I think that everybody kind of needs to pick their chins up a little bit is everybody here knows that we played objectively bad. Everybody who's watching it, like all these mistakes, and still somehow after like how bad everything went, it was the 4-on-2 we didn't beat Damage in the first point. It was one throwaway point to Arsenal. It was, I mean, I would say Leverage beat us the best.
I agree.
They went up against us 3-0. And I don't know why it was, but the two matches, I mean, we were up against Arsenal and we were playing this fast-paced game. And I think that like one of the things that we need to be okay with doing, and Dynasty is historically not good with this, is learning how to play a slow game. This is how Heat beat us in Ohio, is they just played a slow game and they just shot their guns across the field and we could not fight them off.
Right? We got down points
so many times that we're like, there's just streams of paint coming past our bunker, and it's like you either roll into it to try to win a gunfight, which is a very low probability, low odd success rate, or you have to find out a better way of doing it. And unfortunately, banging our heads against the wall is the fastest way for us to achieve success, to break through the wall rather than walking around it or walking through the door. Good. And that was very, very apparent in this event, was like we didn't have more than one way forward. And a lot of times, again, just the razor thin margins is like I know that Damage did score that extra point on us when we were trying to win in 30 seconds, but I don't really count that. And they beat us by 1. Arsenal beat us in overtime when we were up bodies 5-on-4, the whole side blown. Like there were just so many things that went wrong. And I feel like, I think I did mention it, but had we made Sunday, I feel like that would have been our event to win, because we would have said, all right, this is shitty. We've got to stop fucking up.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, Joey made a really good point, is Leverage played the field the exact same way as us. They went to the exact same spots. They just did it better.
Yeah, they just beat us to it. They got to the setup quicker and then they locked it in.
Well, yeah, they didn't overextend. Like, I mean, I watched our first day and I was like, I know how I'd beat us, right? Like I was thinking about that. I was like, that's how I'd beat us. And that way was get to the spots alive, put 2 guns on Blake, wait till he, does something, either because he's gonna fight a guy and he's gonna try to go into another guy. So like I would just pick on him, right? And then otherwise, like you watch how everyone was playing it this way, but like people were just going slow down that snake because it was slow to go down. And also, once you got down there, if the other team was ready for you to be there, there was no dividends.
And they were ready for us every
single time. The only dividends were just bunkering the first guy with your first guy, and then bunkering the second guy with your second guy, which is hard to do. So yeah, I mean, that's just what that was my summation of the just from watching on the thing. I was like, oh, that's it was redundant, but everyone was redundant except for Arsenal. Like those guys did a pretty good job of really kind of switching up what they were doing, especially using that center brick every once in a while. It's hard to do that shit if you're down on points, you know. Anyway, yeah, it was close.
I think the thing that we could learn from it and like take forward to practice is like, I don't know exactly how you guys see layouts. Every layout is different, obviously, but I feel like there's some layouts that have similar formulas. Like it's tough to get out wide on this field. So the field, like let's say the first event, becomes fast because if you're not out wide, you can go through the center at each other. And if you do get out wide, because it's tough for them to get out wide, your guy gets a lot of payoff. He gets to go down the field and shoot a bunch of people that can't hide. And then there's some fields that are really easy to get out wide, kind of like the last two, where it's like more times than not, you just start in the snake or get out to the Dorito corner. And so they're easy to get wide and get to the good spots. But because the other team has an easy time getting out there, it's hard to close. You could be in all the good spots, but they're in all the good spots too. And there's like this weird mixed combination of some fields are easy to attack fast, hard to close. Some fields are easy to attack fast and easy to close. And some fields are slow and hard to attack fast, but they could be easy or hard to close. And this field was one of those ones where you could be winning the game 5-on-3, but if those guys were in the 3 fortress spots, it didn't mean you were just going to close out the point the next 30 seconds. And that was the point where we had to have the wherewithal, especially if we weren't down a point, to just be like, no worries. You know, this is really hard to dig these guys out, but we don't have to. So let's just suffocate them. Like eventually they can't hold us because they're plinking with their last hopper.
I mean, I didn't go to practice and I didn't know how the field played in practice, but I'd be willing to guess with some level of certainty that when we got to the tournament, it played totally different than practice. And
For
that's
sure.
another thing about practicing is like you got to take it with a grain of salt because you need to be able to adapt when you get to the tournament. And if you played 1,000 points in practice and you certain something was a certain way, you have to be malleable in your mind enough to be like, oh, it's actually not like that.
Adaptable.
And then be able to leave it behind and then, change what you're doing going forward. Because I mean, I'm sure in practice you guys weren't having, if you ever did any matches, the scores weren't 2-1.
You're right in what you were saying. It did play different in practice. Our snake guys were just smoking people down the wire. We were just winning down that snake, which we did not do at the event. But actually, at practice on the match day, like there was a Tauntauns Heat game that was like 1-0, and some of our games had like 5-6 minute points. So it did show that it could get slow, but I think we could intentionally, no matter what layout is, if we feel like there are 4 or 5 livable spots, we could, we always do the sets where it's like, hey, let's push the D side, then let's do a whole set, push the snake side, then let's push the center. But like, rather than just playing pocket, we should try to play like, hey, no matter what, just make this point long. Like 5 points in a row of, even if we're up to 2 bodies and you have the move, don't crawl down and close it. Instead, let them attack at us and see if the field actually benefits the attacker. Like, oh shit, they're attacking down bodies, but it's still getting tough for us. Or if it's like, great, they're at the 50s and they can't shoot any 5 of us. I guess this is how you play it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I did watch like the one team that did a really good job of attacking when they were down bodies is X Factor. Like I watched a bunch of those games and it seemed like when they got down bodies, they were the ones that stole the most points. Because they sent it together with some sort of authority. At least that's how it seemed. But yeah, I think you're on point there, Joe.
Joe, I would agree with you. I think that's a cool way to run a drill. But the thing that eats at me is like, at least from what I've heard so far on like what the expectation of how Dynasty plays, how we play, is we want to be aggressive. We want to be able to close points together as a unit. And I don't think we figured out how to do that. And other teams figured it out quicker than we did, such as like the snake one guy getting in and coming over top and shooting the blind back into the Utah so our front snake guy could go. Right. We didn't really set that up that much. Right. Having our secondary guy on the Dorito side that was shooting the cross get into the back right, get into the beast, get into the Texas closer to a front guy that can still be aggressive and attack and still watch cross to be able to fill and clean up that side of the first guy's going to go and stab somebody. Like there was a way to be offensive on the field that the finals game wasn't that slow. Like the two best teams in the league, technically on that layout, which was Impact and X Factor, played it with a pace, like a good probably 2-minute pace per point. And they
that was because of X Factor.
Yeah, the first point went 5 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah.
the score was still only 2-3, right?
No, it was 5-2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like you're overlooking just what the field allows you to do. You know, I mean, yes, when you do have an opportunity to go close something out because you have a body advantage or because the situation asks you to do that, then yeah, Kyle, what you're describing is very important. But I think you have to first train yourself and allow yourself to pick and choose those moments, right? And you can't pick and choose those moments if that's your mentality all the time. If that's your mentality all the time, then you're going to be prone to making mistakes when you have low probability aggressive moves. Even teamwork on some fields and some layouts can be low probability. It can feel good because you're trying to work something together, but it can still be low probability. You have to just, as a team, we have to understand what the pace is in front of us. You know, it's based on the situation. It's based on how different teams are playing it. And we have to do a better job at understanding the pace. And I think playing a slower paced game is the hardest teamwork game because that's the one where it has to be 100% buy-in across all 5 guys, right? Like that strategy of playing a slower pace is a demonstration of the best teamwork, because if you're playing fast paced, you're allowing players to be creative or try to break things open. And a lot of things happen off of one player's move, right? That shifts things or gives you a distinct advantage or gives you a better portion of the field or changes the momentum. Whereas playing the slow paced game is like you are kind of assigning a job to almost everybody, and you're expecting everybody to be there for that job. And I think that's one of the harder things to do in paintball. You know, so I think somebody already mentioned that. It's like, that's the thing to work on. I mean, yes, you also will find yourself in situations in tournaments where you have to force it. But I think our struggle at the last event was based on not being able to play the complete 5-man game together.
That's what it looked like. That's a good summation.
It's a great summation.
And that takes practice, you know, because like you're developing trust and you're understanding what other guys are doing, which is why you don't have to do this extra thing that maybe gets you shot, you know. So
yeah,
it does take a lot
like that. Like, I mean, it was like, oh yeah, Blake's playing great because he got like a couple of 4-packs and, you know, he's the fucking stats leader or whatever. And yes, he was. However, like that was not, I mean, and I thought about this a lot when A-Rod was on the team. Like, he's going to win you points, but he's also going to lose you points, right? And he's got pretty much one speed. Like, he's going to play it the same way most of the time, no matter what the game plan is. So, he'll contribute to the game plan and do that, but his personal pace will not change, right? So, I felt like that's something like we need to like discuss with each other and have intention with like, okay, look, yeah, dude, you got a bunch of 4-packs and wanted some points, but you know, if your ball won 3 times in one match, that gives the team a huge disadvantage on this field. Not all the time, just like in this particular situation.
To Yoshi's point, and to Alex's for that matter, it's a level of discipline that is a learned skill set, right? That I use the word trust, Yosh, but there's a level of discipline that comes in there, not just from a job role, but communication is the key to that. Is the key to the discipline of playing that slow game as a unit, right? Getting the buy-in, like you said. So, yeah, it's It's a significant, difficult thing to do in today's paintball.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, like just looking at the stat there, like it seems like a lot of it is off of you guys, Mike and Junior. It's like that's unless you were like coaching each guy how to play it after the breakout, which on this field should be discussed for sure, but usually that's an internal discussion with the players, not typically, coaching. Like you guys are like, okay, here's who's going to play, and this is like the game plan, and loose kind of in that way. But like you're not going into the minutia of like, okay, you play it slow until 5 minutes, or you play it fast until like we or you play it slow until we lose a guy, or like I don't know, like that's
Right.
all moving target.
Valid.
Well, we have stuff to work on.
And what about 3-man though, huh?
And what about 3-man?
Baby.
There it is.
I was stoked on that. I got up in the morning. I was like, I couldn't watch anymore. It was like 2 in the morning, and I was like, I got up. I was like, they won.
That's why I love you guys. Hell yeah, that 3-man rocked.
Dude, fucking 3-man, bro.
Kicked the shit out of people.
Yeah, we crushed it.
It's hard, dude. I don't take that like as like, oh, it's just 3-man. Like, dude, it's hard to win. And I was watching, everyone was trying, everyone was throwing in their guys. People were trying to win. It wasn't like any type of gimme for sure.
Yeah.
I remember last time it was grueling also in Cincinnati. So yeah, props.
Awesome. Well, real quick, last question, and then we'll do some giveaways here from Benjamin Elson. How do we feel about the final match being 2 10-minute halves? And then, so that was a change that Tom made for ESPN that just kind of stuck around. It's kind of weird. What do you guys think? Anything? Any thoughts on it?
Well, no, that was the case at the very first event. He made that decision before the first event. It wasn't by ESPN.
No, that was a test pilot for ESPN.
Okay, all right.
That was why, because we already knew there was something in the works for Atlantic City again, and so they added that in to try to similar to what they did last time. It was just to kind of keep piloting it, tweaking it, and it's just stuck around.
I like it. I think we've been talking about tempo a lot tonight, right? And I think there's ways that the 2 10-minute halves, there's ways to play a certain tempo and then maybe make adjustments during halftime and shift things up. So I like it. I think it helps towards the adaptation that Alex was talking to earlier. I don't dislike it. It's not like I prefer one over the other.
Right. It's kind of
no preference. It's just there. It's just paintball, right?
I do think they should do something at halftime though, because I did remember someone mentioning in Tampa, they were like, we thought it was over. And we just like see ya. Started leaving the stands because it's not very yeah.
I like it. For the sport point of view, most sports have a halftime. It gives you time to like be a second half team if you have the road meeting. I think I like the extra couple minutes of playtime. That's pretty sweet when it matters. But what you're talking about is something that, man, it's such an easy fix. And I think we've all probably told these guys, like, Go Sports is getting better, but like their in live person product is still kind of lackluster, like it wouldn't be that hard for them to have somebody on a microphone after each point going, point for Dynasty. All right, going to overtime. Just something to hype the crowd up. Because it's just dead quiet facing outwards other than the game when it's playing. And it would be better if you were watching it on the webcast, because then you can at least hear what Maddie's talking about. So like, just give them something. Like literally have those guys go to any basketball event and take notes of what happens between points and at their ends of periods or quarters or halves or whatever the sport is, and be like, okay, why don't we just do that? The blueprint is there, maybe some cheerleaders, whatever.
Fog machines.
Sure.
I mean, I wish all the matches.
I just went to the Red Bull cliff diving championship thing in Boston, and I knew nothing about cliff diving. And I learned a whole lot about it, and I know who's the best cliff diver now and like all that, because they had a guy talking about it each time, but they had 2 commentators for the crowd talking about it. You could hear it, and they had a big screen TV like showing highlight reels and shit.
Did you try it?
Pretty good. No, it was like an actual tournament. It was the
Contest.
Red Bull cliff
Yeah,
diving.
I hear you, but I feel like you're the type of person that could just go in there and do that.
I can't do flips and stuff. I'll jump off the thing.
Yeah, I know, but it's the same thing. If
I'll
you
hit
just
it.
go, they just go in feet first, right?
No, they do like
No,
triple. They do like triple backflip twist.
Yeah, I know, but they
mix
enter
twist.
the water with their feet, like a pencil
We're
dive.
just about to get into
The
clip dive.
triple Lindy.
Triple
Yeah,
Lindy.
Triple
Of
Lindy.
course.
These are crazy.
I get no respect. Yeah. Definitely, I like the idea of commentary up in the top, but you got to be careful with that as well. Hey,
Used to do
Yosh.
that at Huntington Beach, right? Seven man Huntington Beach. They did that.
Yeah,
No, you guys are
I'm not worried, Chris. Hey, Yosh, do you want to talk real quick about the renewal and the next gift, the last gift, and what we have coming up here?
Oh yeah, we've got renewals. Pretty much everybody that was in Champs Club for Q3 has renewed. We do have some open spots available. The spots are limited because of the nature of our Q4 gift. We are doing a quarterly gift for this next quarter because we wanted to do something extra special, and it took some time to get it organized. It's also a larger gift. You can kind of read into that how you want to. Larger in size, larger in value, larger in excitement. I don't know. Maybe all three.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Bigger than a bread box. Smaller than an elephant.
I think I know what it is.
I did see a picture of it, and it's super cool.
It's a
Sweet.
16-ounce
So, yeah.
ribeye from that place Mike is going.
There you go.
Everybody's gonna get a ribeye.
Yeah. You got to eat the gristle.
The 96.
I always do.
But yeah, we've got a really amazing. It's actually a package gift. There's a couple awesome collaborations that we've been working on. Some specialty Dynasty gear that'll probably ship. I think we're looking at probably early November. Kind of depends. Some of this is still coming together, but it's going to be one shipment for the quarter. Stuff that we've never given to members before. We're also going to have another grand prize experience given out probably during the second Intel session of Q4. So we'll talk about that a little bit once we get the new quarter fired off. And yeah, we're really looking forward to it. The final quarter of the year, which has World Cup in it, is always a special one because we see so many Champs Club members at World Cup, have a chance to, meet all of the supporters and have some special things going on, like the big games and kind of some things to wrap up the year. So if you've got some friends that are interested in it, this is definitely the quarter to jump in, and we'll probably be closing down signups in about 8 days to get the new quarter kicked off.
Awesome. Yeah, Yosh, we talked about doing a photo, but I have a couple that they're still the sample photos, and I don't want to share it.
Hold them back. Make it more
ruin
fun.
the experience.
Yeah,
It's going to look way cooler than with the production run.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe you can show those two guys, or you can sneak. You can sneak.
Nah, these guys love surprises.
They're like, please, I'm hungry. Let me leave. All right, well then let's just get straight to the wheel here. It's exciting.
What day are you going, Mike, to this restaurant?
Thursday.
Fuck, Alex is obsessed.
In 3 days?
Yeah, Thursday.
What time?
Dude, you gonna fly out there?
That's a conversation.
Ryan,
that's a
not to
side
interrupt
conversation here, Al.
You can
How
get
many,
you can get
how
oysters
many-
Rockefeller or raw.
How many people are
You
tuned
can
into
call
this
me, Alex.
session, Ryan?
Call me, we'll chat.
How many people are tuned into this session, Ryan? Because I think we opened this session up to a few more people from like the Dynasty store and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
And we were going to do, this is kind of putting someone on the spot, but we're going to do a couple trivia questions where anybody is eligible to answer the trivia question in the comments and win a prize.
Okay.
All right,
So-
I'm ready. I got one right here.
That prize will not be tickets to the Superman movie.
Okay, who wants the first trivia question for a Hormesis headband?
Sweet.
All right, you ready? Name
All
the
right,
restaurant.
first to answer in the comments wins.
Yeah.
Name the restaurant where Mike will be meeting Tom Cole for dinner on Thursday.
Great question.
Sinclair.
Yeah.
Oh wow, someone already got it. Like bam.
Chris.
Fast. All right. If you
Instant.
guys are not, if you're not in the Champs Club yet and you're just here as a guest, you just learned that you have to type fast if you're going to win these things.
Holy
Actually,
crap,
the
Chris
St.
Nolan.
Clair, but we'll give it to you. And it's spelled Clair. So who got
Right.
it?
It is the
Yeah, Chris
St. Clair,
Logan.
but you give it to Chris Nolan.
Give it to Chris.
I mean, you can't draw the question out so long because I think he had already answered it. Okay, so on Thursday at 4, we'd already they've got 6 people that had already answered it before you.
Yeah,
even
but hey, it's
rolled
like
the
giving
game.
clues, bro. It's like giving clues. You can roll a dice and throw an answer in there.
And they're looking at the menu.
They
That's
already looked at the
hysterical.
menu. Okay,
All
next.
right, next trivia question. If I were to go to the St. Clair with these guys, this is for another headband. On
Thank you so much.
I were to go,
We'll see you at the K.
if I were to go to the St. Clair
Appreciate
with
it. Appreciate
Tom
you guys.
and Mike, what would I order for my entree?
So we have to go to the website.
Rockefeller. I love that Rockefeller. Rockefeller.
Nice fella.
Oh shit. Chicken fingers.
Do you want to read the menu out?
No.
Ham sandwich.
All right, Danny. You've just been so quiet this whole
Joe,
time.
there. I know. I should have saw that was
Seafood
Joe.
tower. Dan would order a ham sandwich. Yes, fish. That is close there, Joey K. Fish?
Guys, I gotta go. I'm heading to
Salmon. Julie. Got
I'm
it.
in my
Julie got it.
Be safe, Harry.
I
in
also
Boston
gonna
with,
go. I'm at 1%. I don't want this to hang up without saying bye. So I love you guys. Looking forward to seeing some of you guys in Aruba. Can't wait to see the rest of you guys after. And love you guys in the Champ Club too.
Bro, love you, Joe.
See you, Joe.
Later,
And you know
Joe.
I don't
Later,
like
Harry.
cheese, so wouldn't.
Oh,
wouldn't be any
Danny.
cheese.
Danny.
I'm not here the whole time. I'm just being quiet. I'm just listening. Damn, it's a good job.
I called you out actually. I said, "Don't Danny Schoner has entered the
My guy,
chat."
thanks for the. It's it.
I'm heading out to the to Fenway Park. We're going on the field. Me and my buddy Rob.
Nice.
Right now, you're going.
Yeah, semi-pro Rob plays with P-Mob.
Wait, isn't it?
Don't get in any fights.
It's like 9 o'clock.
Not without Coach.
Kirschbaum's is Ryan's best friend.
Who?
Matty K, the guy who hit you that one time.
Oh,
Somebody hit you?
no. Someone tried to hit me.
It was funny.
It was
And then
funny.
he threw his mask. But yeah, we're heading on to. We're gonna go see it's like a behind the scenes thing.
Behind the scenes of what?
Fenway.
No.
At Fenway.
Don't
You
get
to go on the
But,
score-
hey,
you get to go on the
We only
scoreboard?
got 2 months left for a cup. Fucking
Wait a
hit the
minute.
gym.
Are you get to go on the
Serious.
scoreboard?
No, not the Green Monster. No. We're going to the dugouts. Gonna go there it is right there. Fenway Park.
Dude, the chairs there are so uncomfortable.
Don't let him lie to you. He's sneaking
They were
in.
made for
and
they
he's
were made
gonna-
for like smaller people. They were made for people were smaller in like the 1930s or whenever that ballpark was made.
Some people are still small. Yosh.
That might be true.
I'm
Maybe
with
that's
you,
something.
Danny.
Yeah.
No, there's new seats.
New seats. I sat in the wood ones with the metal arm.
Rob's got season tickets. He's in seat 1A.
Nice.
It's 2B.
Harry, don't get arrested breaking in there. We know how you go.
All
All right.
right, Al. Next piece of trivia.
Woke up. Fucking.
You're muted for
So
some reason.
So Alex, was it salmon? Did they get it right? Did
Yeah, Julie got it.
Yeah, Sayre salmon with the beurre blanc sauce.
Mm.
Julie got it. That's right.
Delicious.
Okay. Let's see. What's a good trivia question here? How about
What's the airspeed velocity of a maiden swallow in a nosedive?
a what?
It's from
Where
Monty
was-
Python.
Alex, where did you just go on vacation?
Italy?
What?
You win, Alex. You win the prize.
Congratulations, you get the
congratulations.
headband,
You just
Alex.
won the headband for yourself.
That's
Damn, bro.
funny.
All right.
Chris Sawtell, 36.2. Well played, Chris.
Was that real? Oh wait, did anybody get the reference to the movie that Yosh had made? That was a good one. About the ribeye steak.
Somebody said it.
Did they?
Someone did.
Someone said Superman.
You have to eat the gristle and the fat.
Oh yeah, but it's what do you call it?
Not you. That's not a trivia question for you, Alex.
Did he was
Jonathan
just,
Padilla.
he was just in here.
Jonathan
Did he?
Jones.
Yeah.
He's on it.
Oh, so Jonathan got it. He didn't type it though.
He just did.
He just did the great outdoors.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is.
What did Joe, when Joe was a paintball grom and he was out of money just trying to make it as a paintball player? You don't have this article yet, but you're gonna have to guess. What food did he live off of? One food did he live off? Oh,
Man, that was quick.
That was
quick.
fast.
And what did he for another prize? What did he drink with the eggs? The one drink that he had with the eggs to survive off of. Juice, water,
Tap water.
You got it.
Tap water.
Look, Kyle D
Tap water.
and
Ooh.
Dustin
Sadler.
Adler and Kyle D got some swag.
All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel real quick. And
I got another one. Who's
Okay.
the only player to win a paintball tournament or the World Cup in novice, amateur, and pro?
I think I know that one.
Dude, Joey.
Joey. The historian.
Joey the historian.
Man. You want Joey there with you for trivia. That's
Yeah, he's got all the stuff. I also have one of these 15 posters, these printed posters up here, from Dan Napoli to celebrate the 10th year anniversary of the movie 15. He's gonna ship one of these things directly to your house. I'm gonna spin the wheel here.
Yeah.
Dude, Alex, you know what you're actually really lucky about, and it might even be worth like not like missing the event, is you didn't have to watch Superman with us.
I actually just watched that last night.
Did you?
Yeah,
And
on
Poor
HBO.
bastard.
The new one is already on HBO?
it's already on HBO.
That
That's
makes sense.
crazy.
Not
We
bad.
just spent $30 to go see that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. They kind of missed the mark, huh?
You can say that again.
I'd say that.
I mean, I don't know.
We
some,
concur.
some things about it were good. Like it feels like it was a setup movie. It wasn't even like
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, it was pretty terrible.
You're right. I didn't really give a crap what happened. That's a good sign that it's not a good movie.
Steven.
All right. Wow.
Steven.
I haven't watched that new Alien show though, it's been
Oh, that show's so good.
yeah.
What one?
I haven't gotten to
show?
Lockwood and Co. yet, Mike, but
I was just gonna ask.
You know
Not
who
yet.
did that was the guy who did the Fargo TV series. Who, if you haven't watched that, it's the
Fargo was fantastic.
Yeah.
Wait,
Fargo
Fargo,
is really well done.
but what was the other one? The Alien show?
best.
It's called Alien Earth.
Oh, what's that on? I keep seeing previews for that.
Hulu.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can re-up your Hulu subscription, even though you probably just canceled it over the weekend.
And the new Dark Wolf
It's
terminal.
safe to
list,
renew.
Dark
That
Wolf.
one's good.
Yeah.
I've been watching Black Rabbit. That's pretty good too, with Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman.
Oh, that just came out, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Patch just wants something on our show too.
Ryan, do a couple of $50 gift cards for BFP gear.
Okay. Let's do that right now. Do 2 of them.
Yeah, you can do a couple Hormy butt packs also.
Okay. Butt pack.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's called a harness now, but yeah, a butt
Harness.
pack works too. Lando.
Alex, I got to get that Clint Riddle artwork you got behind you.
That one?
Yeah, the skull.
I've got one of those too.
I know. I saw you had one too. I got to grab one of those. Those things.
Rob Ryan. All right.
Well,
Wasn't Rob Ryan a historical figure?
I think he's like a game show host or something. We can ask him though. Is Rob here?
We're guards. We're guards.
He was
Rob,
an
what do you do for a
actor.
living?
He was a famous cowboy.
Yeah. There you
All
go.
right, all right, for a
Rob Ryan, I
prize.
thought that was Rob
For a
Roy.
prize, what movie is that quote from? We're guards. We're guards. Come on, what is it? Let's get it.
Come on. I got it.
Or guards.
For guards.
Oh my God.
Does anybody in here know it?
Smart ass motherfucker.
It's me.
It's me. Kiss me. Kiss me. Okay, no one's gonna get
Come
it.
on, guys.
Pretty obscure.
No, I don't think so.
Alec Baldwin.
I'm Matt Damon. Come on.
Matt Damon.
All right, whoever gets that in the comments, I got a JT pack.
Jay Lewis. Jay Lewis.
Jay Lewis. Jay Lewis.
All right.
All right. JT pack. Harness. All right, guys. Awesome show. This is a fun one. You know, it's always good to get together and chat it up and have some fun, even in whether you win or lose. We're always still winners.
We won and we lost.
We won and
All
we
in the
lost.
same weekend.
And we're still here.
Still here
Because
having
you
fun.
can't have fun when you win and you lose.
Yeah. So, Alex and Yosh, I will see you guys on Friday night
Yeah.
for Decay of Nations. Saturday, Sunday. Alex,
Yeah,
let us know you're coming.
I'm gonna call my wife and ask if I can go right now. Hold on.
Are you gonna call your sister instead?
I call it
This is
sisters
totally
with
my
you.
wife.
And then Kyle Berry, I'll see you next weekend on Saturday morning. We're gonna go out to the Paintball Explosion, their new park, and get a little walkthrough. And then 2 weeks of WCPPL prep. Then there's the WCPPL, and then it's Sacramento practice for Dynasty,
For
non-layout,
zombies.
and then X Factor.
Are you not doing it, Clowns vs. Zombies?
Yeah, Clowns vs. Zombies.
Doing it.
I'm doing it with Kyle Berry.
Oh, that's the paintball explosion one.
Paintball Explosion. Clowns vs. Zombies.
Got it.
Everybody who's in the Champs Club, if you guys want to come, I'll make sure to post all of the discount codes for both this weekend at Decay as well as next weekend in Chicago. So make sure you guys get discounts on paint, entry, all that stuff. And it's a good time. It's gonna be fun.
And we'll have a compound built at the top of the hill, close to the main staging area at Decay.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be room for you. So bring your gear up there.
Big
We got
JT
that
tents.
together. Yeah, that way we'll all hit the field together.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And yeah, wherever you guys park, just come find us. There'll be 2 big JT tents somewhere right in the middle. They're gonna have that vendor row, so we'll be right around there. But there's the 2 giant blue JT tents is where we'll be. Cool. And probably
Ryan,
the
are we
mega
being
tent.
joined by anyone in Sacramento?
Possibly. We're still
Say
gonna
what?
talk about it.
Okay.
We're not sure exactly which of the 2 fields we're gonna go to, but it sounds like Aftermath and Impact might be up there as well. But we'll have that all hammered out.
Roger that.
Sweet.
Wait, that's our first weekend off weekend.
First weekend, yeah, off weekend practice.
I love Danny's angle on his screen right now. It's like it
What?
just and then yeah, like
Danny's about to take a nap right now. He's about to-
Yeah, I'm about to go back. I'm going to go back to work. That's why the
I
screen
am
got real
too,
bright.
actually, Danny. I was
check it out. There's a picture in the magazine of you like kind of like that. It was kind of a fuck up, but
Oh, thanks.
at least you made it in. Like,
I think he was talking about the photographer, Danny, not you.
like,
I don't see it, Al.
Oh,
you
it's just the
are, dude.
corner of your head, not it's quite seen.
made it.
Danny just hung up. All right, guys, I gotta run.
All right. I do too.
Alrighty.
Thank you, everybody.
See some of you guys this weekend.
See you guys.